all of them.
All of
them. How many of your friends have started training because you train? Paul, you've been training jiu-jitsu for 9,000 years. Yeah. How many of your friends train with you? Like outside friends?
I don't think any.
Yeah. Chris has 0.
Actually, I might have one. Yeah, no, I have one from my corporate job that I met, but it took him 5 years of me bugging him, and he still trains this day, but it's like I have like one
in like 20 years. Chris may have one, but I think he started way after Chris left. It's not like he came to the gym with him. Like he started after he moved to Arizona and then like dabbled around whatever. And he had heard of it from Chris, but he didn't start as a result of him, and he didn't join his gym or anything like that. And most of you, if you think about it, I'm talking about your friends pre-jiu-jitsu. And some of you are like, I don't have friends pre-jiu-jitsu, which I get that. Most of your friends now at this point in your life, this is where your social circle lies as well. But think to the outside friends who maybe know you from school. Maybe you have like your kids' parents or something. How many of them are like, they'll say what you do is really cool, but then they go and start. They just don't do that. It's a really unique, very special niche, and it's not for everybody. It's not. Can everyone do it? Sure. Is it going to call to everyone? No, it's not. So going back to this, you have to get your marketing out there so that the people who are actually interested in this know that you exist and know that you're the best, and not just know that you teach classes. They need to know that your culture is going to align with what they're looking for, and that you are going to have a teaching style that they really like and can mesh well with. You have to get that stuff out on social media. And the truth is, the days of free content getting anywhere are pretty much gone. Pretty much gone. It's pretty difficult to do. You'll see creators who are doing that sort of thing, but the truth is, I very rarely see a lot of jiu-jitsu people who are doing that type of like virally TikTok-y, Instagram-y stuff.
It's pretty rare. I mean, we've had a couple people have a couple hit big, but when it hits big, and everybody knows this, if it does hit big, it goes nationwide. Then you start getting leads from bumfuck Egypt.
Correct, which is not exactly necessary.
People are like, oh, my ads are in the wrong area. It's like, no, you had a post get shared, and you can't control that. It just goes like everybody. We had people in tribe, and that's what I love about our network. When we're talking about stuff, everybody's complaining about like, man, I'm getting some weird leads. It's like, yeah, me too. But it's like you can't control it once it's the organic. If it does something, goes out, something gets some reach like that, it's crazy.
So exactly. So small local businesses like ours, local businesses, brick and mortar businesses who are within a specific location, you guys, they have to market. And what marketing does is basically brings the net in a little bit. Okay. So you could have a post that gets a ton of reach. Based on what Paul just said, you can have a post that gets a ton of reach, but it doesn't have the net around it. Okay. What advertising does is basically put a net around it and then bump it up to that group that's within the net. That's basically what it does. If you turn that off because it's summer, what are you hoping to see? I just want to know, what are you hoping to see? You're hoping to see your one bill go down, but what you're not taking into account is that if you just put that marketing out, you would actually get more people coming in with more money coming in.
Literally get 2 people to sign up with a down payment, and that covers your monthly advertising spend.
Yeah.
2 people on a down payment. People are like, well, I'm just gonna, because you don't realize when you turn it off, it takes months to build it back up unless you're going to spend a whole bunch.
Okay, this is the pain. This is the pain that we're talking about.
Because then oh, it's taking forever to get my leads built. But like, yeah, because you turn them off. It's
exactly.
It's so crazy.
Yep. 4 months from now. How long does it usually stop? 4 months, 6 months?
I say another month for every month that you have them off. So it goes from 1 to 2 to 4 to 8. It gets a little longer.
How long before you notice like a slowdown? Do you think?
Like if you've been doing a good job marketing, a month, maybe 6 weeks, and then think about your leads right now that you're working. Like, who's still semi-warm? Anybody over a month? It's like maybe a few. Over 6 weeks, not really. It's like either your cold leads, or you're trying to reactivate them. But so when you turn that off, you got to think you're literally doubling the amount of time that you're punishing yourself. But you're saving $500 to $1,000. So that's it's a trade-off. It's like, which one do you prefer?
Yes. So you save $500 1 month. And you're going to feel like you're stealing for about 4 to 6 weeks, because you're going to feel like you're working leads and you're not even paying for anything. But then it's going to come to a screeching like a train, like a halting stop. And just like a train, to get back started, it takes a hell of a lot of effort to get that train started again, because it's a big, heavy machine. So is marketing, by the way, a big, heavy machine. So you're going to pay more than the $500 to have to ramp this up. And it's going to take you roughly 2 months to get it up to the point that it was before you stopped, which is going to cost you probably 3 to 4 times what it would have if you just kept going from the beginning.
Dude, yeah, it's just
That's the physical pain. It
just
costs a lot.